So today, first of all, thanks for coming back and watching my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the new system that they have in Israel. I spoke about Rav cuffs before. And they changed the whole thing. I told you once that you could buy the temporary pass on the bus, and I told you that you can upload your card on the bus, and now they have changed it completely. You cannot. So what does one do who is not an Israeli citizen and comes to visit Israel? So you have to go to the bus station, or you have to go to their points that they have, which as a tourist or someone who's visiting, you won't know that. So you need to go to the bus station to purchase a Rav cuff, which again, the price is 10 shekels now. It's not 5. It's 10 shekels to get this Rav cuff. And it's a generic one. And you can load it up. There's like different stations that you can load it with a credit card, not with cash. There's only one place that I know, and that's within the bus station, that there is a on the third floor that you go on, where all the buses that travel out of the city, there is a place that you go and you can purchase at these machines, and you can use cash. There's only one machine there. The rest, you have to use a credit card to load up your Rav cuff. Now, there are different ways. The same way that I mentioned before, like you can get like I say put money on it. Put as much money as you can on your Rav cuff, and then you don't have to worry about paying for this bus, this train, whatever. You just have the money on the card and you use it, and the bus fare is $5.90. So for example, I put 50 shekels on my card, and it gives me 60 shekels worth of rides. Each ride is 5 shekels and 90 agorot. That one ride, you can travel bus, train within the city for an hour and a half. All the Egged buses, for an hour and a half. So you can change from bus to train as many times as you want within an hour and a half for $5.90, which is what's great. So if you plan properly, I can go to town and I can spend my fare at $5.90. I'll ride the bus, I'll get off, I'll walk to where I'm going, and I'll do my purchases, get back on the train to take me to my bus, and I can be all and everything that I'm doing in an hour and a half on one bus ride, one bus fare, which is $5.90. They also have so every amount that you put on, you get like an extra 10 shekels worth of rides on it. So that's great. Now say you're in Jerusalem and you want to travel to Tel Aviv. That money that you put on your card, it'll also pay for that ride to Tel Aviv or Beersheba or Tzfat or wherever you want to go. But of course the price is different. From Jerusalem to Tel Aviv is 18 shekels to ride, I think it's 16 now, to ride the bus from Jerusalem to Tel Aviv. So there is your hour, because it takes about an hour from Jerusalem to Tel Aviv. Now, when you get off in Tel Aviv, if you catch a bus fast enough, an Egged bus, you can still use that. No, sorry, you can't. I'm so sorry, you can't. You have to pay again. You have to pay again. I don't know why that is, because those are Dan buses. All of them is under Israel, and in Israel they have a different bus services. There's Egged, there's Dan, and so you could use it, but you can't transfer it. It's so confusing, but whatever cities you're in, you can definitely use that card to for that hour and a half traveling. You can use your Rav cuff from Egged to Dan buses now. They have like zones. It's so confusing, and they're really trying to make the infrastructure of traveling in Israel easier, which is great. And we're also getting a new train from Jerusalem to Tel Aviv, Haifa. Well, already the train goes to these places, but this is going to be like an express train. So it's just going to be like zoom, boom, you're in. Now, I don't know how long it takes on the train from Jerusalem to Tel Aviv because I never traveled that way. But it's very nice on the train. I think I did a video like last year on the train and how nice it is. You have like a little table and everybody gets, 4 people can sit around the table. So that's like really nice. And you get to see the country and you can eat and all kind of things. But yeah, so interesting thing, when I went to go get my Rav Kav and I was taking my kids to go to their friend's house because my kids travel by themselves on the bus throughout the country because now they have a phone and I send them and they go and it's something that people do in Israel. It's not even like a big thing to let your kids travel by themselves. So as I'm there, there's a booth. It's information across the top, right? So I go to her, and it's just when they changed everything, and I wasn't sure if the 30 shekels that I put on for my kids. Now kids get double. So I put 30 shekels on my child's card, and I wanted to make sure that it was going to read 60 shekels and that I could use it for their bus going to Kiryat Malachi. Now, I go to the information desk, information, and she says, I can't help you. She says, I can't help you. I'm like, why not? It says information. What's the problem? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I was so angry. So I left and I went to ask someone else. So you know what they told me? Go to the information desk and ask them. So I go back and I could see she's looking at me so pissed off. So I started recording her. Right? I recorded like the bus station. It was also where I was going to talk about the Rav Kav and me getting a new one. So that's what I was doing. But I also recorded her. And she gets out of her seat. It takes her 5 minutes to walk out of her area to come to where I am, which is at the bus station. I kid you not, this woman started arguing with me. And she's in my face like this close, right? Like very aggressive. And my kids are with me. So I'm saying to myself, what am I going to do in this situation? Because I don't appreciate her in my face. And two, I also feel like sometimes Israelis like to intimidate Olim or Americans because they just feel like they can, like because we're not aggressive. We're not very chazak, strong in stating our opinion and whatever. And she's so in my face and I'm angry. I am livid. And so I'm saying to her in Hebrew, like, you said you couldn't answer my question, but right now you're answering my question because you think that I recorded you. Anyway, we're back and forth, back and forth. My daughter's looking at this whole conversation and she's a little nervous because we are a spectacle. We're both yelling and oh my gosh, I just did not want her to think, she could take advantage of me by intimidating me. So I anyway wrote to the only thing also about customer service in Israel, forget about it. Customer service is not top on the list in Israel. It just is not. There is no such thing as the customer is always right. There is no such thing as you can complain and that person will be reprimanded. There is no such thing like that in Israel. If there is, I don't know anybody that has been successful making an employee pay for how they treated the customer. I will say that when I say you need to be strong and you need to be tough in Israel, you do. You need to have tough skin because that kind of situation, if I was just newly in Israel, I think I would like not feel like I want to come back. It was so bad that my kids do not like going to the bus station anymore because of this woman. So anyway, I have all the paperwork and I sent it in, and of course it's all in Hebrew. Thank God my daughter's Hebrew is much better than mine, and she could translate it and help me figure out how to fill out these forms to send in to talk about this woman that was very aggressive. And in America, that would have been a fight. It would have truly been a big fight because she was so in my face, I could have kissed her. That's how close she was in my face. So sorry about all that rant, but I just wanted to talk about Rav Kavs, but I wanted to also tell you that about that situation that happened. And thank you for watching my channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe as my daughter keeps singing in the other video. So thanks for watching, and please share it. Share my video for others to watch, and I hope you come back, and I'm going to talk about other things that I'm going to start doing with myself, and how I'm going to go about being a better person and working on myself. Thanks for watching.